Hello everybody and welcome to my vlog series. I have to do this little intro in this first video because there is a ton of exposition that is being made by me on what is happening in this room. This vlog series covers me redoing the pop room, and of course I'm not going to show you what it looks like right now. I mean, what's behind me is literally my Marvel collection. It's not anything that you guys haven't seen before, but this entire room is getting a complete remodel. So this first video, there is a ton of exposition in it of me explaining different methods, collecting styles, what I plan to do, and I tell you that what I planned to do when I started this is not actually what happened, but it's a fun journey to watch. It's going to be a multi-part video over multiple days. I think we're on day 4 now of me working in this room, so I just want to forewarn you, it's a lot of talking. It's a lot of typical, like, hey, dear diary, this is what we're doing with my collection today, so beware. Also, wait till the end of the video so you can see all my awesome reactions when I scan some of my pops into the Funko app. After I did all that exposition, I decided to do a live stream, and if you weren't there for the live stream, it's great. You can skip ahead to the end and just see some of the pops I scanned in and my reaction to what some of my pops are worth. So I hope you enjoy part 1 to my vlog series, and I will see you guys again in the next one, in part 2, where I'll probably have to do another disclaimer of what's about to happen. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is the next day. If you didn't see my tips and tricks on collecting and managing a collection this size, the link will be in the description below and even in the cards. Go watch it. I give out some amazing advice, I feel, in my own opinion. Also, thank you everyone who has submitted a question. There's a lot of great questions that I want to answer in an FAQ video that we will see this week. So bear with me on that. There's a lot of questions about moving collections, storing collections, and organizing collections that I really want to get into and have a conversation, but I want to save it for another video. So of course yesterday I did that and I ended up cleaning my craft room and doing a whole bunch of stuff not pertaining to this room. Even though I thought I was going to stay in this room, I did not. But this morning with my early morning coffee, I was watching a video that Wasatch Pop had put up about other people's collections and was looking at other people's collections. Now, I think I'm one of the only ones that displays their collection this way and does some extreme stuff with their collection, so it got me thinking about my collection and what needs to happen to my collection and what I like and what I don't like. One thing that I saw a lot in these collections that he was showing off on his channel was that people were using corners to their advantage. You could see that the collection rounded and you saw a pop in the corner. I did that in the past with my shelves because I was using these older shelves. These older shelves allowed me to put the shelves flush against each other and then place pops in the corner so that they were diagonal like this. So literally they'd be facing, well, they wouldn't look like that exactly, but you know, they would face in the corner and then it looked like the pop wall was rounding. Now with the Mosslandis shelves, you can't really do that when it comes to corners unless you completely saw off the shelf and completely modify it, which I don't have the tools, the time, or the patience to destroy a perfectly good shelf. Another idea has surfaced, and pop collectors around the world are gonna go completely insane for what I'm about to do to my collection. I have mentioned multiple times that on the inside of this doorway there is a wall that is layered like bricks. Another thing that I saw that was really interesting was, I believe, from Pop Savage or Savage Pops. I think there's 2 YouTube channels, but they were putting pops on the wall without any shelves. This, I think, is a little bit dangerous because of just how I feel, but I'm gonna give it a try. It requires a pop protector and command strips. One of the things that I have been wanting to do in this room since the beginning is to make it a complete 360 rotation. So where you go from the wall, you go completely around the entire room and there's a seamless no end of pops. So while I was watching Wasash's pop video on all these different collections, it made me think about my collection and what needs to be done in this room. Now the one corner that drives me nuts is that corner right there. This is what happens in corners. Either there's this gap right here, so you can see the pops that are right here, or you push these pops over and you block half the pops, and then there's just this weird kind of corner. It just doesn't look good. Now with these shelves, like I was saying, I was able to do stuff like this and curve them so that you had this kind of seamless interface like this. So because I hate that corner, we're gonna make some changes to this entire area right here. Mainly I'm gonna start with this wall. There's another problem with this wall. It leans. Now I know what you're saying, Admiral, how does that wall lean? The shelves lean, even with anchors and double screws. Because of how the shelf is designed or how the wall is designed, this wall right here is not designed to put things on them. So what inevitably happens is you have a flat, imagine this as a flat wall of pops, and it starts to lean forward. This is the only wall I have this problem on. It's also a unique situation in here because my bed is in here and I sleep in here. So I have to work with the fact that I do have my bed in here. And so what is the plan, you might ask? Now, because I mentioned that wall in that area over there, what I would like to see happen is I would like to see that collection expanded over my closet door, down the wall, and into this area. And that's what I'm going to be primarily working on today. Multi-part video, and I know that collectors around the world are going to scream at what they're going to see. But like I said, disclaimer, put your collection how you want it to be. Don't let other people dictate your collection, or else you're just going to be unhappy and sad and depressed, because we all know what happens when I get depressed. I just don't make content and I live in squalor. So if you watched my tip and trick video on collecting and managing your collection and organizing your collection, you'll know that one of the first steps, or steps anywhere you want to place it, because it was kind of at the end of the video, is to clean up your space. So I'm gonna do that right now. See all this not made bed, cat, furniture? We're gonna take care of all this, and it's gonna take a split second. So I'll be right back. Just real quick. Man, it's all nice and clean now. Look at that. Like, I mean, getting my room clean in literally 5 seconds is so awesome. So we're gonna set the camera back up and I'm gonna explain to you what's about to happen, because I'm about to break the collecting sphere. So again, disclaimer, display your collection how you want to display it, how it makes you happy. No judgment here. I just know that based on how high these are gonna stack, I'm gonna get a little bit of hate because of the bottom pops. However, I have a plan. Because I'm currently trying to add all my Funko Pops into the Funko app, the pops that are over on this wall that you can't see are going to be moved steadily over here before I start moving these shelves. I'm going to scan them in, and then I'm going to determine which pops are going to be the bottom layer. Now the bottom layer, of course, is going to have pop shield protectors on them. I'm going to put pop shield protectors on the first and maybe second layer of the pops, just so that the bottom is really sturdy so that I can stack it higher. Now when I say I'm gonna stack them like bricks, I'm gonna show you right now how it's gonna look and why it's actually very effective. I hate how it's super dark in this corner, but you see how these pops are laid out. They're offset. This is what I call the brick and mortar method, where each pop is offset. Now, a lot of people may not do it this way because this area is literally stacked from floor all the way up to the ceiling. Now, of course, this area I wanted to keep because this this took a long time to stack, but I need to go through and scan them anyway, and plus I got more Back to the Future pops that need to be organized in. So the plan is to have it stacked completely all the way over and then down, using some methods I've seen some other pop collectors use with command strips and pops in pop protectors. So I'm gonna see, I know that a lot of people are just gonna be like, oh my god, you treat your pops so badly. I do, but this wall, ladies and gentlemen, these are folded in because when I'm moving furniture around, I have to fold it in, because when I put furniture in here, these would have all toppled. But the wall doesn't lean. It's just a perfect brick wall, and it's sturdy. And I'll show you the pops on the bottom. I put the Minions on the bottom because the Minions are the most reproduced. And the one thing that you can kind of see with all the pops on top of this one, it's actually not too bad. It's very much still intact. There might be some indentation on the top, which is why I want to put them in pop protectors. But I like this method because literally if I need a pop, like say I need Tyler Durden, I can go and pull him out. Normally I have two hands. I know everybody just freaked out because the wall just moved, but I can pull him out and nothing happens. I can go do a 360 on him, and then I can put him right back in. This is easier with two hands, but that's why I like this method. It is a little difficult when you're organizing big collections. That's why I only do this with my very small collections that don't have large numbers to them. So that's the method that I'm going to use. I'm going to start taking from the top layer in there, bringing them over here, and scanning them into the Funko app, which I'm debating right now about doing a live stream. If you see a live stream, there's a live stream. If not, there's not. This goes back to another tip that I shared the other day, moving your collection around, seeing what you have. I haven't moved that brick wall since I got into the apartment. It's kind of been steadily there, and I kind of mess around with it from time to time to put pops in and move them around. But that collection is time to move over, and then hopefully I can make room above the door and above both doors, the door and the door frame, so that my DC collection can continue to wrap. That's the plan. This is going to create more space or not, but I'm just going to go with the flow and hope it does. And then this wall is effectively going to become my random wall. I have so many random pops, it's insane. I've got pops over here that are random. I got pops right here that are random, right here. Star Wars collection is small, so it's a good time to probably make the random wall a little bit bigger, because right now I'm collecting onesies, twosies of pops, and there's so many that just don't have a large collection aspect to them to deserve anything bigger than a small space. So I'm gonna give them all their own wall. Now, if you have the question in your mind, am I going to do this with my DC and my Marvel collection? No, I am not going to do the brick and mortar aspect on this, only because of the amount of Marvel and DC pops that come into my collection on the regular. So I can manage putting onesies, twosies into a brick and mortar type style collection rather than the DC and the Marvel, because I'm constantly looking for older pieces, newer pieces, grails and stuff like that. So the Marvel and DC collection is perfect just to stay that way. Am I gonna do it for this wall? I'm not 100% sure yet what I'm gonna do. However, I am gonna be taking the Mosslanders from that wall and putting them on this wall, because these shelves are how they're installed. These discontinued shelves are just, they're crap. I like them. I like them a lot. Don't get me wrong. They have been faithful to me, and I keep them, and they're actually really good to put picture frames on, and I've used them in displays in my other areas in my house and then taking them down. They're good to have, but my OCD is kicking in. So that's what I'm gonna start to do, and hopefully, in my mind, I think that the amount of pops on that wall will be able to fit literally under my Walking Dead collection, if not give or take a couple more. Another reason I want to do this is because you can see, I'm going to show you, look at this. This irritates the living crap out of me. If I can't have the shelves from wall to wall, like on this wall, it goes from the door frame literally to the wall, and it's perfect. It's symmetrical. I have shelves right here that don't go from the windowsill to the door frame. Bugs the crap out of me. Same over there. Those shelves go straight to the door frame and it's a perfect fit. I couldn't have chosen a better room to put my collection in. So I'm gonna get started on that. It's probably gonna take me a while. It's probably gonna be dark the next time you see me. So, whew, I'm sweating. This room is hot. This room is very, 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 very hot. Breaks will happen. Breaks will happen. Of course, if you need pop protectors, 7 Box Pop have pop shield protectors, and I need more. So I'm going to be ordering another 100 set probably after this because it might put a delay in my Marvel collection, but we'll see how it goes. Wow, really? What? No way. What? Well, these ones are making me happy. I got all these for like $3.